Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an update on my project pan. This is where I am working on around 10 items each month, and essentially the goal is to hit pan, hit a number of uses, or finish the item essentially. I've been doing this for, I think it's been 14 or maybe 15 months now. I've lost count. Essentially, I know a lot of people on YouTube do this for a 12-month run. I'm essentially doing this until my original 10 items have been rolled out. We are on one left. Let's just get right into it, and yeah, I'm excited. We've got a few rollouts and I'm very happy about it. So firstly, let's talk through this. This is the Colour Institute palette, the second one. So this has been in since the beginning of the project, and my goal is to hit 2 more pans in this one, and unfortunately that has not happened yet. Again, this month I'm slacking on this one. I think it's just because these are really hard to pan. I'm actually just more enjoying my newer items that I'm rolling in, and I just kind of forget about this. Anyway, I've only used it 3 times, and I think I've only used, I think I used this one once or twice. I think I used this one at least once, so maybe 2 times for this one and once on this one, I'm not too sure. But the brown shade on the bottom and this orangey pink shade up here are the 2 items that I'm trying to work on towards this. And yeah, still no luck. We're getting closer, of course. Every time we work on it, we're getting a little bit, like a millimetre closer. Next up we've got this. This is my Blush Nudes by Maybelline New York palette. I've had this rolled in since, let me just double check. I've rolled it in since June 2021. So it's been 11 months in this project, and I'm very excited to announce, you may have already seen this on my Instagram, my project pan Instagram, but we managed to hit pan. I am so ecstatic and over the moon that we finally hit pan on this, and I can finally roll this out of this project. This has been haunting me for ages. So it's quite drilled because I only wear this as an eyeliner. I don't really wear it as an all over shade or any other shade apart from as an eyeliner shade. It's because the shade is too dark for me to wear as an all over, and not the best at blending out, so I thought my best bet is to use this as an eyeliner. And it's taken me 40, I think it was 46 or 47 uses, but overall I've used it 49 times. And yeah, that is the first item we will be rolling out this month. Okay, next we've got this. This is my body lotion that I've had in for a while as well. I think I rolled this in August, and we are again no closer. I've used it 3 times this month, and it still looks like we have got the same amount left, and it's still coming out a lot. I've been wearing this a lot more. Now it's getting a little bit warmer. My skin gets a little bit drier, so I've been wearing it on my legs and my arms a little bit. And it still never seems to be ending, so this is still in here. Next we've got this. This is my Cremated palette, and I have in this one rolled the shade RIP, which is the shade up at the top here, and you may be able to see the dip is ever so slowly getting bigger and bigger. Again, much like the Blush Nudes eyeshadow, I mainly wear this as a eyeliner, so it's going to be very pronounced in one section of this little pan. It's getting deeper. I do think we'll probably hit pan on this maybe within this next month or in July, but other than that, pretty stoked with that, to be honest. Slow burner, but we're getting somewhere. Then we have got this. This is my Modern Renaissance palette by ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is the shadow. This is Vermeer. And it's really hard for me to show it to you guys, but we have hit pan on this. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see or not. It's really hard to direct it, and where I am right now I can't see. clearly. But I have hit pan on this. I actually don't think I realised that I hit pan on this for a couple of goes because it is difficult to see. I don't know if it's because of the shade, but if you look at it in a certain light, you can see the glint of the pan, and it's definitely there because it's gotten bigger. So I have worked on this one 3 times this month, and I'm fairly certain after the first use this month it hit pan. So I've used this 36 times in this project, which is actually probably one of the lowest eyeshadow pans I've had in my collection. Only 36, they're usually in the 40s or 50s, so pretty happy with that. So we will be rolling this one out in this month as well. That is 2 items. I told you it's been a good month. Okay, next we got this. This is my NARS Orgasm, the multiple, and it's my stick blush by NARS, and this is what it's currently looking like, guys. It is so low now. I definitely think that we'll probably finish this in June. If not June, then at least in July. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty. I used this 26 times this month, so we are slowly getting there, guys. I can't believe how close to the bottom of this we are. Nuts. I'm so excited for this to be rolled out as well. This has been in since December. I've worn it every single time I've worn makeup, so I'm looking forward to having a break from working on a blush. Okay. Next we got this. This is my mask eyeshadow in the shade Vanilla Frosting. This has been in my project since February. I have used it 3 times last month to add up to a total of 10 times. My goal is to use this 26 times, so we aren't there yet. But we are getting ever so closer. We aren't there yet, but we are getting ever so closer. And yeah, not much else to add to this, to be honest with you guys. It's not my favourite to use. I'm really bad at remembering to use it as well, and if I do use it, I tend to just use it as like an inner corner highlight, to be honest. Alright, then in March I rolled in this. This is my Stila All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. So it's got a little pointed tip like that. My goal for this was to use it 10 times. Last month I used it 6 times. This month I used it 4 times. So yes, we are going to be rolling this out today as well. That is the 3rd item. Sleek Solstice highlighting palette, and I rolled it in the shade Subpolar last month in April. And that Subpolar shade is the one at the bottom, the yellow shade. I don't really have a goal for this, it's just to use it. And if I hit pan on it, that's great. So, it's got a lot more disturbance in the pan now. I have used it 8 times this month. This shade down here. And then finally, we have got this. This is my Holo Taco Gold Flaky nail polish. And I rolled this in last month, and my goal is to use it 50 times. 50 times is a finger each. And I've used it 33 times last month. So yeah, that means I've painted my fingers 33 times. That means 3 times plus 3 fingers. Holo Taco. So I painted them green. So you can see they are green, and then I've got the flaky on top. I actually did this 3 times over the last month because I had 3 situations I had to go to where I wanted to have like the same coloured nails and didn't want to have all the different colour variations I usually have. So that's why that happened. And then between all those, I did paint my fingers the other shades like once, and that's where those other 3 times came across. So yeah, I hope that made sense. So with that being said, let's roll in the 3 new items that we're going to replace these with. And then I'm not going to forget, but then we will also roll in the item to replace the side project that I work on each month, which this month was this. I'll go on to that after I have rolled in the 3 new items. So now it's time to roll in the 3 new items. I can now roll in 2 new eyeshadows because I have rolled out 2 eyeshadows and I only want to work on like 5 eyeshadow products at once. So this works out brilliantly. It's been a while since I've been able to do this. Let's do it. So I'm just going to quickly refresh the Pretty Random app. We've got the numbers 1 to 929. The rules still apply. 2 eyeshadows, and then if I roll in a 3rd eyeshadow, we're going to re-roll until I hit a number that's not an eyeshadow. There are spaces on my spreadsheet that are either blanked out or red spaces, and if I hit one of them, then we can go to the prompt sheet and then choose from there. So without further ado, let's get going. So please be kind to me. 201. That is an eyeshadow, but I'm working on it in a different project, so we're going to re-roll. 108. I'm also already working on that in another project, so let's re-roll again. We've got number 42. Working on that another project as well. We're doing well here, guys. 162. That's also being used in another project. Oh, this is not going well, guys. 428. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see if this one will work. That should work. 221. Yep, that can work. And then we need to find a number that's not an eyeshadow because those were 2 eyeshadow numbers. So I'm just going to re-roll until that happens. Number 70, that's not one. Okay, that works. Alright, let me go and get the 3 new items and I'll be right back. Alright, so the first item was the 428, and this is a number that's part of my Lorac palette. This is the palette that's got 120 eyeshadows. It's got like 2 palettes in it. It's got this one, which I'm already working on, 2 eyeshadows in a couple of different projects. It's here. This has already been in this project, I think. I swear it was like these 2 shades have been in this project. The shade that I've rolled in is actually the 3rd shade at the top, this one here, the 63rd shade in total. But yeah, I'm happy because it's going to make this look even more used. So knowing my history with these eyeshadows, I think this will be relatively easy to do. It's a really soft format, and they just kind of dust off so easily. For some reason it's one of the few ones that doesn't have a lot of usage in it, but I think that's going to work to our favour. I think we can work on this really, really well. Yeah, super psyched for working on another eyeshadow in this palette. It's insane how much this comes up in a lot of my different projects. Then we've got this palette. This is my Revolution Ultra Professional Eyeshadow palette in Flawless Matte. This has also been in a few of my projects this year so far. Actually, just only one. It was in my Pan Those Eyeshadows at the beginning of this year. Alright, so we rolled this one in, and we have rolled in the shade Sand, which is this shade down here. The 8, 9, 10, 10th shade. 10th shade in. And again, this is actually quite similar, I feel like, to the other shade that we have just rolled in from my Lorac palette. But that's what how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So yeah, that's what we're going to be working on. So if I remember correctly, it took me about 4 months to hit pan on Alden. So if I remember correctly, it took me about 45-ish uses to hit pan on this one. So I reckon it's going to be similar to the shade up here, but we shall see how it goes. I feel like there's a lot of repeats happening in all my projects currently, and I'm not actually mad about it. It means I'm getting quite a good amount of usage in all of my products. And finally, the last item I rolled in was, I think, like number 40 something. I've forgotten the number now already. And that is actually this. This is my Cha Cha Tint Mango Tinted Lip and Cheek Stain by Benefit. It is kind of like an orange shade. And it looks like this. I've actually never used it on my lips. Maybe I should try it. But my goal is to work on this. And now let's swiftly move across to my side product that I work on alongside my project pan. So each month I'm working on a single or a selection of singles or a palette just for fun and just to get some usage out of different products each month. So last month I had this. This is my NYX single in the shade Sin. I managed to use it every single time I wore makeup, so that was around 24, 25 times. And it's managed to get a little bit of a dip coming out of it because of it. I don't know, it will focus probably not, but it's got some obvious disturbance in there now. And yeah, happy with that choice. So now we're going to go to my Spin the Wheel app. Each month I roll an item in using this, and I always remove the item from the wheel so it can't be re-rolled in. So the idea is that I work on each eyeshadow and then take it out. So then the idea is that it can't be rolled in again until I have to like restart it when all of them have gone. So it's going to take me a few years to get through it. I'm just double checking that I have removed that number, that item shade. So let's, without further ado, spin the wheel and see what we're going to work on. Pure Soiree Diaries. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I have worked in. I'm assuming it's called Pure. I don't really know how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. It's quite a basic eyeshadow palette, to be honest. It looks like this. Nothing very special, very my colours, let's be honest. So the idea is to maybe, how many eyeshadows there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to say try and use each shade at least twice, 2 times each, and see how we go. I think that'll average around 24 times, and that's usually about the amount of times I do my makeup each month, so I think that will work out fine. I just need to remember to use it, but there we go. So there we go, I'm very happy with this month. I've been having such a good month. I've had a lot of rollouts, not only in this project, but in other projects as well. It's just been really exciting, and like, I feel like we're going to be in a little bit of a lull now until we hit more pans, because a lot has happened. That there's a lot of new items being rolled into different things. But we're going to get there. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye.